Freedom Without Power, Black America's Population Growth but Stagnant Progress by Jihad Zenith. The history of black people in America is not only measured in chains and shackles, but in the invisible restraints that followed emancipation. While our population has grown dramatically since 1860, our collective wealth, opportunity, and unity have remained stagnant compared to other groups. The numbers reveal a harsh truth: emancipation freed our labor, but not our lives. We were given no laws, no finances, no education to rebuild, only the illusion of choice. From slavery to sharecropping, from Jim Crow to mass incarceration, our role has been shaped as free labor, not free people. From enslavement to exploitation. In 1860, the year before the Civil War, there were about 3.9 million enslaved black people in the United States. Only 500,000 were free, about 12% of the black population. These so-called free blacks faced severe restrictions, yet still built communities, businesses, and mutual aid societies. Their freedom was fragile, but it was theirs. When slavery ended, the chains were replaced with new forms of bondage. Sharecropping, debt peonage, and Jim Crow laws meant freedom was little more than a transfer, from being owned by one man to being trapped by any man who would hire us. Many historians agree, emancipation in 1865 gave us the freedom to be exploited, not the resources to be free. The numbers that don't change. Fast forward to today, there are about 51.6 million black people in the United States, roughly 15.2% of the population. On paper, this is remarkable growth from 500,000 free people in 1860. Yet beneath the surface, the reality is sobering. In 1860, 12% of black people were free and struggling to work together. In 2022, only 15% of employed black Americans work for black-owned businesses, meaning 85% work for employers of other races, mostly white-owned corporations. After 162 years, that's only a 3% increase in collaboration. The continuity is haunting. Then, most of us labored under one white master. Now, most of us labor under white-owned companies, freedom to be imprisoned. The system of control extended beyond the fields and workplaces. Mass incarceration became the new plantation. Today, there are about 8 million people in prison in the United States, and 33% of them are black, despite us being only 12% of the population. Black Americans are imprisoned at nearly 5 times the rate of whites, and black women at twice the rate of white women. This is not coincidence, but design. From the Black Codes of Reconstruction to the war on drugs, laws criminalized our existence, ensuring that labor remained cheap, controlled, and disposable. Emancipation may have broken the chains, but it built cages in their place. Slave syndrome and internal division numbers alone cannot explain the stagnation. Centuries of bondage left scars, what scholars call post-traumatic slave syndrome, PTSS. Mistrust between black people makes collaboration difficult. Internalized racism causes some to doubt the value of our own businesses. Cultural trauma erodes identity, while the lack of black role models and ownership discourages youth from believing in black economic power. Thus the cycle repeats. Our population grows, yet unity and wealth remain stunted. The same dynamics that trapped us in 1860 still echo today, breaking the cycle. So what must we do to transform numbers into progress? Several paths are clear. 1. Promote black culture and history so children grow with pride and identity. 2. Support black-owned businesses and circulate wealth in our own communities. 3. Build mentorship programs for young black entrepreneurs and professionals. 4. Invest in therapy and healing to address trauma and internalized racism. 5. Reclaim our narrative so freedom means ownership, leadership, and sovereignty. Conclusion. The comparison is stark. In 1860, only 12% of us were free, most still under white control. In 2022, just 15% of us work for black-owned businesses, while 85% remain dependent on other races. Over 160 years of struggle produced only a 3% increase in collaboration. Add to this the devastating impact of incarceration, and the truth becomes unavoidable. Emancipation did not make us free, it made us available. We are living proof that population growth without power is not progress. Until freedom is paired with ownership, education, finance, and unity, it will remain an illusion. Our challenge is to break the cycle, to transform exploitation into empowerment, and ensure the next 160 years are measured not in survival, but in sovereignty.